Mr. Gary Grennan from Burnley, and the referee, star referee, Mr. Larry O'Connell from Hartley, Kent. This is 12 3-minute rounds.
Final instructions from Larry O'Connell.
I've spoken to you both in the dressing room. You know the rules. Keep your punches on target. Obey my commands at all times. May the best man win. Good luck to both of you. Take care.
Larry O'Connell, who you may have seen a feature on Ringside this week, told us his way of scoring was first, effective aggression, second, ring generalship, third, defence. Every fight lately seems to end in a controversy. This is the first defence of the Commonwealth title for Junior Witter. He won the title against the Ghanaian Latakwai Hammond on a special Michael Watson testimonial night at a plush London hotel. Did that job very effectively. How good is this Kinuthia? Looks to be carrying a bit of condition to me, even though he's, what, 1.5 pounds inside the 10-stone limit. He's a dwarf almost alongside Witter in there.
He is. He's very, very short, and you're right, he is carrying a little bit around his waist. Fighting out of a crouch as well, so he's pretty low down for Witter, but Witter feed off a little left tooth that looked a little bit ominous straight away.
Witter, the WBO #1 contender. The champion is Zab Judah, who's currently injured. There was talk that Witter could fight for the interim title here against the big punching Brazilian Kelson Pinto. They couldn't make that happen. They're making this happen, and Witter with those fast hands leaping in with effective looking punches already. Looked in great condition at the weigh, and I thought last night Witter ½ pound inside the limit. And there's renewed talk today, even with Showtime in America, who are not Witter fans so far, that he could now fight Hatton on December the 13th. They're going to take a tape of this, the American TV people, see if they like what they see, and maybe that long-awaited Hatton-Witter fight will happen on December the 13th. That's the latest. But they've been talking about it so long, I will believe it when I see it.
Well, in this one, Kinuthia not posing much of a problem at the moment. Witter just looking to try and find the angles to get his shots through.
Real box of tricks as ever. Junior Witter switching from southpaw to orthodox, almost as it pleases him. Not altogether convincing last time out, though, against the Belgian Jürgen Heck. He didn't really advance his claims. But you can't ask much more of a guy, really, than to reel off 11 straight stoppages, which is what Witter's done since his defeat against Zab Judah.
Well, he'll want to prove a point here, and he'll want to really perform, but it's really, has he got the opponent in front of him that can bring the best out of Witter?
Not much from Kinuthia so far, who's 34, turning pro very, very late after a long amateur career in Kenya. Based now in Adelaide. Witter's largely just having a little look at him, isn't he, early on, clipping him with the odd good hook.
Well, I think he's already hurt Kinuthia, who looks a bit gun-shy.
Welcome back to Manchester. Junior Witter always gets a mixed reception from the crowd in this city because they're all Ricky Hatton fans, of course.
Well, that's exactly right, and that's a shame because, you know, everything he does is pretty good. Hasn't done a lot wrong in his career, and a pretty quiet first round. Witter with only one really getting off with any decent punches. Nothing from Kinuthia,
who, by the way, is coming off a defeat against a guy he'd already beaten, a Tunisian called Naufal Ben Raba. Lost to him in his last fight over the full distance. So how does that work then? You get a Commonwealth title chance off a defeat now?
Well, I think is that rule 9 or is that rule 10? Anything applies.
Seems to, doesn't it? All Witter can do is beat the fellow in front of him in as impressive a manner as he can manage.
Well, that's what he's got to do, and that, all fighters face that in their career. You know, you just got to keep beating the guy in front of you.
Kinuthia also lost to a faded, very faded Philip Holliday was a good fighter, the South African, when he was the IBF lightweight champion.
But looking at the style of Kinuthia and the lack of work rate, there is the danger that Witter could look bad, and he won't really want to do that, not here.
Well, he mustn't look bad. Can't afford that, really. There's a lot of pressure on Witter all the time. He's almost like the light welterweight time forgot. He's hurt here by that right hand. Kinuthia, gloves dropping. Larry O'Connell looks on. He dropped his gloves worryingly. Kinuthia. And for a moment there, he was in danger of getting stopped. It might not be far away. He's out of his depth.
He really is. He's felt the power of Witter. He's being stung by these shots, and I think it's a matter of time till Witter can get the good combinations on and finish this.
Ooh. It's a good jab as well, and then another left hand, and another one. He's trying to block some of these with the guts with the right hand, catches him around the temple, 2 lefts to the head as well. And I think Larry O'Connell's already taking a very, very close look at the Kenyan-Australian.
Well, he's hurt. He's got no real defense. He's just trying to hang on and get close to Witter, but Witter can bring shots from all sorts of angles, and he'll find a gap.
Only a matter of time, and not for the first time. We wonder how the Commonwealth Championships Committee have approved this.
Well, he did touch down there, one hand. Larry O'Connell elected not to call a count.
He's trying to cover up and come back with the odd punch, but Witter looks so much more stronger and more powerful. Kinuthia is a 2-weight Australian champion at welterweight and light welter, but his defense looks leaky and he's going to go in. The referee shouted stop before he went down, and he's not going to complete the count. He decided to stop it even before Kinuthia went down. It was a total mismatch, a bad mismatch. Witter did what he had to do in destructive fashion. Don't blame him for anything, but it was a bit of a farce to my way of thinking.
Yeah, it was. You can't blame Junior Witter for that. He did what he had to do and got rid of him in good style, and that's all he can really ask for. But Kinuthia did not put up much at all.
So when they send the tape to Jay Larkin, the boss of the American TV people Showtime, who have not been members of the Witter fan club, are they going to say, oh, okay, well, yeah, we would like to see him against Hatton now then?
Well, you know, I think they've got to. You know, I mean, he does the business. He wins the fights. You know, that's 12 in succession since jab, judo. You know, he's got to look for bigger fights now with him.
But isn't Jay Larkin going to say? Is he going to say he just beat a patsy? What did that prove?
Well, he probably will. But this was for the Commonwealth title. He's supposed to be ranked up there. So, you know, that's the facts. He didn't look anything, but.
Well, I think he deserves some kind of chance, whether it's against Ricky Hatton or for the WBO title. His time's overdue, Junior Witter, and he deserves the chance to find out. He did the job in the way you would expect a fighter of his quality to do against a guy like Kinuthia.
Yeah, he did the job as a top fighter in his division. You know, he really looked quality. He looked world class, and you know, Kinuthia did not. So it was a good stoppage. He got the job done, and he got it done early.
Here it is again, Kinuthia, who looked a bit bloated going in. He was caught by a number of punches. He might have been stopped before, and just before he went down, I heard Larry O'Connell, the referee, shout stop. He decided to stop it then.
Yeah, I think he had. I think he already knew it was on the cards. He was starting to get hurt with good punches. It was really just a matter of time, because Witter was finding the gaps. He was finding the target, and Kinuthia didn't have a reply. 12
consecutive stoppage wins for Junior Witter, who must be wondering what more he has to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 51 seconds of round number 2, referee Larry O'Connell has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Fred Kinuthia was in no position to continue. Your winner, he is still the light welterweight champion of the Commonwealth from Bradford Junior, the hitter Witter. And a round of applause, please, for Fred Kinuthia.
You know, the boos really should be music to Witter's ears after that. Of course, he is on Ricky Hatton territory here, and the boos backstage may well tell Hatton that Witter has done his job in perfunctory style here.
Gorgeous.
Ricky continues to warm up for his return, our top of the bill tonight.